will be a huge recall for when I come back in the future to be able to find some of the answers that were true, were not true, some of the things that I will do and bring back to you. This is awareness documentation. Brah.
I am so excited. Oh my gosh! My mind is kind of exploding in so many different ways, in so many different directions. I don't know where to go with these thoughts and emotions, man. Wow. Okay, so this process, it's going to work. And people are going to move the pieces and execute upon them without having them wasted. That's what a good entrepreneur does. But we, each and every single human being that's a part of ModEvOp, is being the mode for evolution in operation. Everybody who's a part of ModEvOp is being the mode for evolution in operation. Oh my gosh! It's ModEvOp. It's a method for developing opportunity. So incredible. This works. Because the thing is that I just realized is that the new rule that I created, the new term to the 4 agreements, totally makes this whole process self-fulfilling, and it creates a multiplying factor, in which case each individual person that ends up joining the family and gets initiated into the family, not just the community, but they get initiated into the ModEvOp Familia, they end up having to invite somebody else to join the family. Their assignment from there is to get somebody else to join who will then train somebody else, because they cannot be trained unless they agree to train somebody else. But it doesn't have to be that specific person, you see. There's no direct association. And what they haven't realized yet is that by doing an awareness documentation a day, an ad talk a day keeps the doctor away and shows you what you can create. So it helps with your mental health, but it also allows you to fulfill your own process because you're documenting instead of being somebody who's creating something you're not, you see. So what's going to happen is the people who have unfolded along this process and revealed to themselves who they are further along this process than those who have not, they will have a badge and they will need to present this if somebody needs to see their credibility. But the thing is, everybody in the group who's in the family who's commenting and sharing their posts represents themselves with integrity, you see. So each person has their own unique role while also uniting themselves as souls. So as they begin to identify and resonate with what that role is, they're going to become more self-aware, and the more self-aware you are, the more you can understand and relate and connect to everybody else. Therefore, everybody who has unfolded and climbed the steps and leveled up by clearing the floors and opening the gates on each floor by holding the keys to open each gate, those key holders who have the most keys get to share with people the process or answer their questions for those who hold less keys. So literally, you are the mentor, or you're discipling those to do what you have already done. So everybody is an integral soul in their role, where we're uniting souls so that we can then show them their roles. And I think it's absolutely incredible, because what's going to happen is the initiation process, once somebody joins, somebody else is then required to join like that. It's immediate. because you aren't ready until you've started. That's the thing. That's like the whole quote for this entire, process that people don't realize in their awareness yet. You aren't ready until you started. And once you started, your life's going to get really exciting. So I'm really excited because I'm just the mouthpiece for this entire operation. I'm not the catalyst, well, I am the catalyst at the same time too, because I had to start this, right? And I, not alone, am creating the first generation of emotionally free human beings who represent their own unique individual identity while also uniting souls around the world. It's not my job to do all of this because I only have so much personal time. That's why I created these videos, because people can play them and replay them as much as they need to. And if they need to answer questions, somebody who's at a higher awareness level can be able to answer them. So my job is to lead those people who are at the highest level of awareness to finding emotional freedom. And until they've finished that process, they are basically students and disciples of the entire process. Therefore, they're sharing everything that they learn for free because they're benefiting and they are fulfilling their commitment to be able to train somebody else along this process. So they've accepted the training, but once the training is over for the emotional freedom journey that we're on, they're going to get to their self-awareness where they have filled their container to be whole and complete, lacking in nothing. All they know is their truth, and all of the lies have fallen away, and they no longer have an inner critic that says, you can't do this anymore, because they have such a clear mind and mentality that they don't question their decisions. They are clear in their decision making. So that is going to be phenomenal. When people can get to that level, then they are going to be certified emotional, Earthwords human emotional freedom coaches, and they're going to get paid for it, right? So it's going to take a little bit of time to unfold along this process, but by that time, we'll be ready because we've already started. All right. And then, in this process that we're all unfolding in, not everybody's going to be at the same level or at the same pace. Not everybody's going to be as free as others to study. Not everybody's going to learn as fast, and not everybody is going to be, having the same amount of hours every day because everybody else is busy, right? We all learn at our own pace. But the people who begin and follow through to the end, they get the benefit because they not only have their emotional freedom, their self-awareness, their identity, their purpose. They have who they are, why they're here, and what they're here for. But they also have a plan B to fall back on if they want to. Or they have a secondary option, in which case they can make money doing it. You feel me? So we're literally saving humanity, and people are going to get paid at the end of the tunnel by following the light, so that they no longer see darkness because they've left it all behind. It's so cool. This is so cool, man. I am so stoked. Wow. We're not animals here. We're humans. Oh my god, Pink Floyd. Oh, yes, document, don't create. This is so cool. So I'm really excited because people are going to be competing with each other in a way. There's going to be a healthy amount of competition while people are exercising their own unique individual identity, but they're also going to be functioning as souls, staying true to the vision of unity. And it's all healthy because, nobody is here at war with each other. We all come at peace. We all come in agreement, right, with the 4 agreements. So there shouldn't be any of that. And people are going to start to dissolve their egos instead of clash with them. and they'll lay down, their rights to come at peace, because there are no such things as rights. There's only truth, right? Rights are barriers that stop us from believing with unlimited thinking. This social contract, it's going to save the world. This process, it's going to heal the world. So there's nothing more exciting than seeing progress in this process, and I can only do so much. I'm glad, I became the person I am today. And thank you, Lord, for giving me everything I know. I'm so grateful. So grateful. I look forward to continuing to help heal the world. Hopefully, it's not an overnight thing. And I get to enjoy it. Because, people are going to be ringing left and right and left and right. And imagine when we get to 1,000 people who get invited in one day. Where does it take you? Awareness documentations. Wow, this is exciting. Then they multiply like cells. But here's the thing. It's the cure to an anti-human society. It's the antivirus to the virus that's going to spread and attempt to take over the world. But we're going to dominate because we're going to move as fast as possible. And I'm going to create the first generation of emotionally free human beings who are going to be unreasonable in their thinking, who cannot be controlled or manipulated by foreign powers. We're going to save humanity together. I am so stoked. All right. I love you guys from the very beginning, unconditionally, and I have wholehearted gratitude. Proceed to do you. Okay? Don't forget to take care of the world. I love you.